What's good, YouTube? Chaos Reality here with Team Chaos. This is, I believe, my first video on this channel. And yeah, pretty much, if you guys don't know me, I'm Chaos Reality. I do have my main channel, which I post mostly Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I post like deck profiles, trade binders, mostly those two, and stuff like that. And I do a little discussions when I get the chance. And yeah, guys, so oh yeah, I also started posting box openings, and the Vanguard ones that I'm gonna start opening will go on here. I have a couple Vanguard videos on my channel, on my Yu-Gi-Oh channel, and yeah, let's get on to the deck profile. This is my Kagero deck that I got first place with at my locals. It was my official first tournament. And yeah, I really like it. These are not the sleeves that I used. I just got the sleeves Saturday. Yeah, I got the Vanguard sleeves because I'm taking this to regionals, and you got to use opaque sleeves, and my sleeves were kind of, what's it called? They were a little see-through because, you know, Ultra Pro with the light colors, they're kind of see-through. So yeah, guys, and this is a 50 card deck. I know it looks like super thick, that's what she said, but I'm a hipster and I triple sleeve these, and yeah. So let's get started with the deck. Starting Vanguard, probably the most broken starting Vanguard in the game, except Barkle, because Barkle is banned, so probably the most broken playable, which is Conroe. He's, in Yu-Gi-Oh terms, a Sangan. He could search any grade 1 or lower, which is really, really good. So yeah, he's really good. You gotta run him. Well, I'll start with the triggers. Run 4 heals. This is pretty much standard in most decks. 4 crits. Let's see, what's next? 4 more crits. And 4 more crits. That's right, guys. I do play 12 crits in my deck because this format, it seems that you want to defeat your opponent. You want to get them to 6 damage before they could set anything up. And like, for example, Dark Regulars before they get their 15 soul with Reggie. OTTs before they hit their stack. Gold Pals before they could swarm you with like Pelinors and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty much the reason I run 12 crits is because I want to win the game really fast, and when I did have draw triggers, I assure you that 90% of the time I got a draw trigger, I drew a crit. So those could have been double crits, so yeah, that's the reason I took out my draw triggers. And on to the grade 1s, you got 4 super strong bars, the 8K, gotta run him, he's really good, it lets me hit for the magic numbers. I run 4 Gojos, the second best booster in the deck. Debatable it's debatable that he's the second best booster for Kageros right now in TCG format, English. But yeah, I mean, he's good first turn. If you can't attack, then you might as well use his effect to discard a card you don't need and draw a card. So it gets you farther into your deck and kind of helps with consistency issues also. If you're grade stuck and you need a grade 3 or grade 2, or, well, you have him, so you don't really need a grade 1. But yeah, on to the next card, 3 Kimnars. I do not run 4 because he is searchable with Conroe, but Kimnara, he's a really, really good card. He's ridiculous. Pretty much, Counterblast 1, put him into Soul, and snipe grade 1 or lower rear guards. Or no, grade 1 rear guard, not grade 1 or lower. Yeah, he's just really good. Get rid of those 8Ks and those pesky boosters, 10Ks, 12Ks. Yeah. Same reason I run one Airmo. I honestly don't like Airmo as a card because he doesn't let me hit for the magic numbers. Maybe 16, but I don't want to hit for 16. I want to hit for higher numbers. And yeah, he's just pretty much there for consistency if I need him. Like same with Gojo. If I want to if I'm grade stuck, then I'll search him with Conroe, which is the reason why I run one of him. Last but not least, I run 3 perfect guards. Wyvern Guard Bari. Honestly, I think 3 is good. I've never tried 4. I kind of want to, but I like it at 3 because you get them when you need them, and if you get, I usually never have 3 in hand, so 2 in my opinion is enough because you would usually have game by the time you use 1 or 2. And yeah, that's it for the grade 1s. Onto the grade 2s. Run 4 Nehalims and 2 Garps. Pretty much they're all the 10k beaters. I used to run 4-4, but I kind of wanted to add some more effect grade 2s with effects because yeah, it's not all about the power and stuff. And then I run 3 Berserk Dragons. I rarely use his effect, but when I do, it's usually almost game changing pretty much if I do use his effect. Yeah, he's just good. He could hit the cards that Kimnara can't pretty much, minus grade 3s. And yeah, I don't use him as much because he is a little counterblast heavy. 2 counterblast is kind of a lot for me, and yeah. Then I tech in 1 Tejas. This card's good. It didn't really win me any games, but it did get rid of those pesky 8Ks in the back, because he can attack the back rear guard that's in the same column as him. So then, let's say my opponent had a Berserk with a bar, and then I had Tejas. I could attack his bar, and then yeah, he would have to block for a good amount to protect it. And yeah, so that rounds up the grade 2s. And on to the grade 3s. And pretty much this is what I run. 4 Lock Keepers. I see people run 3, I see people run 2, but no. Run 4. Sometimes I don't even get them in my hand. But pretty much 4 Lock Keepers is the way to go. Because you want to get him out as soon as possible, because he's just good as a Vanguard. If you get him early game, it's still good, because his effect, he has 2 effects. One is Limit Break 4, Counterblast 1, bind your opponent's rear guards, which is amazing, and then they could only bring back 4. And his second effect is if they have 2 or less rear guards on the field, then he gains 3k when he attacks. So pretty much early game, not a lot of people swarm the field early game, so then they usually have 2 or less rear guards, so you can just swing for 21 with Bar, 20 with Gojo. And that is the reason why I don't like Airmo, because he would swing for 19, and pretty much 10k Vanguards won't let to guard for 10, which is dumb. So that is why I do not like Airmo. But yeah, guys, if you guys run Lawkeeper, I highly recommend running 4. It does get clumpy at times, but that's why you have 3 perfect guards, because really you only need 1 Lawkeeper to use your Vanguard, because he's kind of bad as a rear guard. And I have 3 Lawkeepers for 3 perfect guards, so that's my logic in it. And yeah, that's why I run 4. And then the next grade 3 I run, which is like Lawkeeper's best buddy, is 4 Dual Axe Arc Dragons. I know people that run Executioner over him, and what I recommend is running 4 of him, which I am doing, because his effect, it works Vanguard as a Vanguard and a rear guard, which is if your opponent has 2 or less rear guards, then he gains 3k when he attacks. So he's like Law Keeper, except he doesn't have the broken binding effect, and he could be used in the rear guard. So pretty much Law Keeper plus 2 of these guys are the best with like triple bars, 3 columns hit for 21, and because you bind with Law Keeper, they have to guard solely from their hand, so they can't intercept. And that means they'll have to be guarding with at least 2 to 3 cards for every column. And pretty much if you do the simple math, they would have to use at least 6 to 9 cards to block, assuming you don't get triggers. And the reason I run 4 of them is because people attack them. You have no idea how many times they would attack my rear guard, my dual axe, instead of attacking my Vanguard. So then it's good to have a lot of these in hand. Like usually I would have 3 in hand late game, so then if they attack into 1, then I could play another one. So it's like, that's fine. So yeah guys, that is the deck. I'm sorry that I talked a lot, but yeah guys, the deck is really good. It's pretty consistent. I think during the tournament I've only had to ride Bari once, which was against Kagero Lawkeeper mirror match, which was my first mirror match. And it was weird. Luckily I ran 4 of these because it seemed like in Lawkeeper mirror match, the first one to Lawkeeper wins. So yeah, and then pretty much the tournament that I played this in was 3 rounds, then top 4, because there weren't that many people. And then first round I played Pale Moons, 2-0'd them, Kagero Lawkeepers. I won first, he won second, I won third, because I pulled out Lawkeeper first to win game 1. He pulled out Lawkeeper first to win game 2, then I pulled Lawkeeper out game 3 first, so that was awesome. Round 3, I faced Royal Paladins. I lost to them. It was super close. Pretty much game 1 he had me, game 2 I had him, and then game 3 we were both critting each other, getting those heals and stuff. It was crazy. But I did lose to him, and then I believe I got like 3rd or 4th place. And in top 4, I actually played him again, first round top 4. So I was able to get my revenge victory on him. I 2-0'd him. And then for finals, I played this hybrid Kagero deck, which is it was pretty good actually. It was Novagraps and Kageros. So pretty much he would have Mr. Invincible, or whatever you call him, which is he's a crazy unflipper. And then he would just abuse and spam Dragonic Overlord's effect. Like, it was just crazy. But yeah, I did 2-0 him, luckily. So yeah guys, that was how tournament was. This is the deck. It is really good. This is what I'm definitely running at regionals November 3rd, card for card. I have not changed it since I played in that tournament. And yeah guys, remember, sub to this new channel. This is Team Card Fight Chaos. Sub to us, and of course sub to me, Chaos Reality, signing out.